Hello, everyone. Welcome here. Normally, I have the game running before I start, but I just couldn't deprive everyone of the sounds and visuals of a 98 SE computer booting up. I remember the intro being way louder than this, but I must have just had a much louder volume setting back then. For some reason, this is making me think of Freelancer. It's probably the Microsoft intro. I don't think I have a save game. No, okay. Oh yeah, that's right, because we finished the scenario last time. And then I was looking at the what scenarios we had ahead of us. I think saving the Great Cats was one of the critical path ones. Let me check, because I do have a page open somewhere here with DLC. There we go. Okay, so Holiday Tree Farm, which we did play, was a DLC thing. Carnivore Zoo is another one. Okay. Okay. So I think saving the Great Cats and Endangered Species Zoo are still main scenarios. Arctic Zoo, not sure. Beach Resort is DLC though. Okay, anyway. 18-month scenario. You have to adopt a whole bunch of cats. Exhibit suitability rating 85, that should be easy. Average animal happiness 90, that's easy. So the only thing we have to worry about here is getting all the animals. We don't have to worry about keeping anybody happy, nothing like that, so it should be easy. Our only real problem will be money, maybe. Okay. We've got a bunch of shit we can sell here for cash. We'll start with lions so we can get a nice 100% suitability exhibit and get that chunk of change. Okay, we have 41,000 to start with. That's not half bad. We'll probably want to make the zoo pretty because that's not to be underestimated for money. Because it turns out you get a lot of cash from happy people leaving the zoo. I had forgotten just how powerful that was. All right. It's an 18-month scenario, so we might as well get decent walls. Iron bar is 180. Rock walls 150. Concrete wall is 200 and 150 for the windows. Okay. So rock wall is climbable. It's important to keep in mind. But it's a strong fence. Iron bar is very strong, but it's also a little more expensive. Chain link, of course, is the cheapest fence you could ever want to use for anything, but it degrades so fast, it's insane. I don't think we'll have any trouble with rock wall, and I kind of like the way rock wall looks. So we'll put the lions over here by the entrance. No. Okay, actually, I'm going to go ahead and undo that path. I need to think about how I want to design these. We're going to be here for 18 months, and I'm going to want to make it pretty if I can. Hello, survey. Welcome here. Let's see. I kind of want to be at least 10 tiles away from the wall. And then 2 tiles for a gap. Okay. You want at least 1 tile as a gap on the outside of the fence. And then you want a second tile to prevent visitors from actually being able to see in from outside the observation areas, because you want to control where they can see from. So that would put the earliest possible path tile from the wall there. However, so like then you could have an observation area, a blank spot, and a wall. Let's recount to make sure this is right. Yep, okay. So this is the blank spot, the observation area path. However, I actually kind of want there to be an empty spot between the observation area and the path. So let's do that. It's a very slight waste of money to buy it that way, but okay. So that's the first branch. Now, I'm fine with a single wide path from the entrance to the first intersection. I'm going to do 3 wide paths through the zoo. Except not really. I'm going to do 2 wide paths with crossings. And actually, I'm just realizing I want to do it like this instead. There. Now, this path could go this way. We probably will eventually. But this is what the core of the zoo is going to look like. We'll have some animals over on this side. We'll have some animals out here maybe. We'll definitely have some animals over here. Okay. Now, okay, we have 2 tiles right there. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 4. There we go. There's our 10 by 10 line pen. All right. Then we'll see about what else we might want later. And then as far as the observation area goes, it goes in like this. We put a crossover there. Boom. I'm probably going to put decoratives down the middle here. Yeah. We're going to leave some space open here in the center because I might want to put in, like I might want to restructure it later. And then put in like, oh, I don't know, a fountain or something. But obviously that I'll have to move quite a bit of path. Yeah, that fountain's not really sized well, but this one could go right there if we just move the paths out one tile in every direction. So that might happen later. But right now we're not wasting money on that shit. Okay. Aside from the actual bones of the lion exhibit, we are going to need to make money. And one fast way to make money is the restaurant. Where exactly do I want to put the restaurant? I don't want to put it too close to the intersection here. It might make sense to place it up here a ways. Yeah, we'll put the restaurant there. And we'll put the carousel beside the restaurant. No. Across from the restaurant. Right there. And I'll probably regret that later and we'll want to move it later. And I misplaced. Damn it, you can only. I always forget you can only reverse one decision. Okay. This should have probably actually been one tile so that the entrances match up. And we're going to want the animal theater because that's a pretty reasonable moneymaker as well. And last but not least, we want the compost building, but that goes in the very back corner. Well, no one ever has to see it. Okay. Now, the lion pen. We need a zookeeper. We want 1 male lion and 2 female lions. That's a pretty good mix. While we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and put in a concrete shelter here in the corner. And then terrain. So we're going to want to get this all in one go. So I don't have to come back and play with it later. And also so I don't have to waste a ton of money. Okay, actually I want to turn the grid on permanently. Okay, we're going to need you around so I can see what to change. Come on, update. All right, we know it's going to need some fresh water. So let's put that over here in the corner. Okay. And we know they're going to want some sand around their fresh water. Well, the technically doesn't need to be around it, but I want it around it. And we know they want some dirt. We'll put that over there. It's not enough dirt. Too much savanna grass. I'm going to go ahead and unpause during this so we can... Okay, that's a little too far. Now, do they want more? They do. Do they want more water? Maybe. Okay, that's too far. Do they want more dirt? No. Are they okay with more water? No. Okay, that means the terrain should be perfect. Now, they want a lion rock? We have baby lions already. Holy crap. Okay, well, that's going to make that a much more suitable, or not suitable, but attractive exhibit. So I guess I'm okay with this. I mean, I'm okay with it anyway, because half the reason we're doing lions is because how easy they breed. Baby lions are very attractive. Okay, so that doesn't get us anything, that reward. We're going for the one for 99% suitability. Let's scatter some trees around so it doesn't look quite so barren. Okay, that's too many. Now, rock. %97 suitability. We're going for 100 if we can get it. That's too much rock. Boom, 100% suitability. All right, beautiful. We still have 30,000 and we have our first perfectly suitable exhibit. We have basic amenities. Okay, we're going to need to get some stuff going here. Because we need endangered animals, I think. And okay. Now, next type of animal. 2 Bengal tigers. Those are pretty easy to take care of. If I remember correctly. They're going to want a nice flat jungle exhibit. And I think a good old 100 by 100 exhibit is perfectly huge for them. Or not 100 by 100. 100 tile exhibit. 10 by 10. Okay. Now. Boom. Is there anything I want to do this before I do terrain? I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to want a breeding pair of Bengal tigers. because of course we do. They're currently rather unhappy with their exhibit. Shock, surprise. We could have possibly seen that one coming. So we want rainforest floor. Now they definitely do not want that much rainforest floor, but that's fine. Not enough grass, not enough fresh water. Okay, that's probably enough water now. Now they want grass. They also want dirt. I'm going to put most of the dirt around the water, because that just seems more appropriate to me. And then we're going to put the remainder of the grass around the water. Okay, that's too much grass. Would you like more dirt? No, you would not. Would you like more water? No, you would not. Okay. So it looks like they're about perfect on that. Now, next up, we want all the mangrove we can get our hands on. Okay, I'm going to put some mangrove here on the edge of the water. But most of it's going to go across the back wall where it's out of the way. And put some here by the entrance to their lair. Put some there against the front wall. These guys want so much tree. There we go, finally. Okay. Finally. Now, for rocks. Do we have any nice rainforest rocks? Okay, that's way too large. There's no way I could fit that in. Small mossy rock is perfectly fine. Okay, then we'll scatter around a few smaller rocks. Oop, nope. Okay. That's as much rock as they want. And they are at 101% suitability. I've never seen that before. Didn't even know that was possible. Okay. I guess the Bengal tigers have... They like their exhibit so much that it's impossibly suitable for them. Well, we take those. Okay, people can go see the Bengal tigers now. Let's reduce our... and kick in zoo marketing. We want more people. 875 streams. Survey. You would have a bigger streak than I would have streams if it wasn't for the fact that I had to be here for the stream to even happen in the first place. I don't think that's something to brag about, though. Alright, what's the next one on the list? White Bengal tiger. Okay. Well, that's just the Bengal tiger, but very slightly different. Let's see. You probably better get cranking on this. I don't think I'm gonna have enough money to do it on its own, though. Not with max funding on everything. But like, yeah, let me think. Okay, we do have the white Bengal tiger. Yeah, by the time we buy a pair of tigers, we're basically going to be out of money. Okay. So I need to make some serious cash. Oh, let's see. Before I get my money too low, let's go ahead and buy a gift shop. And we're going to put the gift shop down here at the end, I think. Yeah. We're going to have this block here for buildings, which means I might move that carousel like over here somewhere later. And then I think we're going to turn a corner here and head this way. Something like that. Yeah, the jog in the fence here signals the end of our nice 10 by 10 blocks. But that's fine. We'll just go this way and then doesn't have to be exactly 100 tiles. Let's go ahead and start laying something out. We are going to have to fix the terrain here. It's not terribly cheap. Oh well. And then, let's see. Just go like that. Nice large exhibit. Okay, there's our 10,000 emergency fund. That should be able to get us a third animal. White Bengal tigers. Let's do them. Male, female. Grass terrain, rainforest floor, water. Okay. Basically the exact same exhibit. It should be exactly the same exhibit as far as what goes in it, because white Bengal tigers are just a mutation on the normal Bengal tiger. However, because of irregular zoo walls, I've made this one a little larger. Now, $15K additional funding? What was that for? Must be a scenario thing. Okay, that's far enough. Now, damn it. I accidentally pressed the up button and... Okay, that's too far. I think that we have probably perfect terrain now. Or at least as close to perfect as it's going to get. And these guys also want mangroves? Yes, they do. Okay, good. Now for 1,000,000 different trees. Fortunately, it's really annoying to place some of this foliage. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, there the message that they need more trees has gone away. Which does not mean that they're happy with how many trees they have, by the way. It merely means that we have met demand. But due to the way the foliage works, they can fit a lot more trees before they actually are unhappy about it. Nope, actually not that many more. Okay. Now, rocks. Let's just scatter a few of those around. Okay. And that gets us 100% suitability again. Hell yeah. Birth of an endangered animal. 10,000 monies. I mean, if they're just going to keep shitting out money, I will keep building exhibits. I could definitely use every dollar of cash I can get my hands on. All right, that birth of an endangered animal. White Bengal tiger number 3. Okay. That was fast. Okay, we take those. The way baby animals work in this game is if your animals are happy enough, I'm not sure how much time it is, but every so often, there's a chance that you'll get a baby animal. Okay. So it looks like we have room for 5 by whatever exhibits along this wall without modifying our plan for fences at all. Okay, what options do we have left? Siberian tiger, leopard, black leopard, snow leopard, clouded leopard, cheetah, jaguar. Cheetah might be interesting. Let's do a long, skinny cheetah exhibit. Okay. If I capped this off, it'd be 75 tiles. Let's make it 100 like the others. Except it'll be a bit more than that due to the weird wrinkle there. So actually, if we do this, it'd be 100 tiles exactly. All right. Let's put the entrances there in the corner so we can have a zookeeper assigned to these two. And then concrete hut over there. We need to add viewing areas. I'm going to put like 2 viewing areas here. We'll make smaller ones. Okay. Something like that. I'd kind of like to have like a fountain here. But if I did that, I would have to modify the pads considerably in the area. We'll see. I'll think about it later. Okay, actually, I'm going to modify the viewing area rules here a little bit. And we'll have one big viewing area for the corner cats, basically. And then a little one over here. And then something, I can delete part of this inner path and we can put a fountain in here and we'll see. I don't know if I'll actually ever put a fountain in there or not. It'll likely just be flowers or something. But anyway. Before I waste all of the money that needs to go into here, I do have cheetahs, right? There we go. A nice pair of cheetah. Now you get assigned to those 2 exhibits. And where's the other lazy ass zookeeper? There he is. You get assigned to these 2 exhibits. Now, not enough savanna grass. Not enough dirt. Yeah, we've heard all this song and dance before. Exhibit is not big enough for the number of animals it currently holds. Really? Okay, well, we can just barely afford to finalize the terrain. So we're going to have to extend this farther this way. That'll be fun. Well, I'm certainly not going to do it with the money I have right now. So it's a good thing we got these guys into the green suitability without having to add trees or anything. Now, we're nowhere close to the requirement of, what, 85 or whatever we have to have. So this is definitely not a suitable exhibit. Or not very suitable, anyway. Okay. Restaurant's making good money. The stuff's all profitable, just not like insanely so. Well, I think we're past the easy windfalls. And we still have a ton of exhibits to make. Oh well. Give me money. I'm going to move the animal theater. Which I wish I could just move it. How much does it cost to buy a new one? 1,300. We get 1,000 back if we sell it. So I can't afford to do that. I want it over here in this corner. Hopefully that'll draw more people over to this area. More people will actually use the damn thing. That guest was definitely going to the animal theater. Here, I'll save you some time. Yeah, we're not really making a ton of money right now. Everyone and their brothers coming down here to look at the baby Bengal tiger, I think. It's like, look how many people are right here at this exhibit and nowhere else. Favorite animal, sperm whale. Is sperm whale even an option in this game? Man, I can't check in this scenario. Oh, we're at negative cash. Okay, we're unlocking the giant panda. pretty sure I don't need that anymore. So let's just turn that off for now. Animal houses would be nice, but we don't need that at the moment either. I don't think I need animal shelters. I don't think I need the snowy cave. Yeah, we'll let it continue for a while anyway. Yeah. I'd really like to improve zoo beauty a little bit. But also, if I can get guest happiness up, that's more money we can make. A higher zoo rating, which draws in more people. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to get the cheetah exhibit all the way down to there. And then I'm going to change the design of the viewing area a little bit. Or a lot of it, as the case may be. I really need more money. But the only reasonable way to get more money the only reasonable way to get more money is to build more concessions and stuff to suck more guests in. So one problem with a long, skinny exhibit like this is just because they're standing close to the exhibit doesn't mean they can see the damn animals. I'm not sure what exactly the guest view. I know the guest can see up to 10 tiles, but I'm not sure how that applies side to side from through a viewport like this. They might be able to see these guys. Yeah, they can see the cheetahs, okay. Yeah, see, replacing that with savanna grass, it's like 3,000 and by itself. It's not cheap. But it's got to be done. How do I lure more retards in here to give me money? More animals, happier animals. I don't think I'm nowhere close to large enough to have a second restaurant yet. Yeah. I don't think there's any large windfalls I can get. Not that matter. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I would really like to have more money, game. Come on. Make more people go to the gift store or something. I think that I need to fundamentally change the way I'm running this zoo. As soon as we finish this exhibit, we need to do at least a basic beautification pass. Get off these ugly dirt paths and go to a better quality of path as a starter. And hope that we start getting some zoo benefactors. Because we need some more money badly. And I don't think we're going to make it without zoo benefactors. Like, it's almost halfway into the month. And we've not made close to nearly enough just to buy this grass. Now, guest happiness is not bad. But I need to start doing at least some basic stuff to get it to actually good instead of not bad. Some basic decoratives, particularly around the zoo entrance, would be quite big for that. Juice them up as they come in, basically. Well, now we have a baby Bengal tigers. That's nice. I should probably sell some lions. Yeah, I know there aren't enough funds to do that. Okay. What do we got? Lion 4, Lion 5 are male. Let's sell Lion 4. Sell Lion 1. Okay. Got 4 Bengal tigers out of the 2 we put in there. We have 3 white Bengal tigers. Okay, so that gave us a chunk of cash. It'll help. And we can afford that now. Okay. Okay, that's a good start. Okay. That. There we go. Okay. That gives us 3 roughly similar sized viewing areas for the cheetahs. Now let's work on actually improving the cheetah exhibit to be worthy of... Okay, that's too far. So it's going to cost us 80. Well, as soon as we're back to positive cash, we can go ahead and do that. And then we need to start buying rocks and foliage. And then after that's done... Okay, like 5,000. Good, that'll get us out of the hole right there. That should finish the cheetah exhibit as well. Do you guys like grass? Yes, you do. Okay, good. That seems like a good cheetah foliage. Do you like umbrella thorn trees? Yeah, good, okay. Those also seem appropriately cheetah-ish. Alright. What is actually your preferred? Thorn bush? Okay, sure, we'll throw some of those in too. Gonna mostly... Okay, that's good on that. Now... let's throw a couple of random ass rocks around. That's too much rock. That's too much rock. That's too little rock. Okay. That should be exactly the right amount of rock. 94 suitability, I'm fine with that. We have 4,000 money left. I'm going to go ahead and spend a lot of that beautifying the entrance. Let's get brick down there. Let's go right ahead and place an elephant fountain. Okay. Get your asses out of the way. Move. Like, I know you already pathfind through there, but knock it off. I want to build in that tile. Move. Annoying bastards. If you don't stop walking in there, I'm going to put you in the stupid lion pen. There we go. Okay. Now. I'm going to convert all the viewing areas to brick path first. The main paths will follow after. Alright, well that was all of our money basically. Guest happiness is currently 79, where it's been for a while. Let's hope it goes up from there by a bit. Where can I save money? Have I gotten everything I need animal happiness wise? No, not even close. Okay. So animal enrichment we still need. Animal care, sure. Staff education, sure. I don't think I need animal shelters anymore. I don't think I ever needed it, honestly. Okay. That won't save us money, but we'll focus our results a little bit more. Where is the next animal exhibit going to go? That is an excellent question. How are we doing on Zoo Benefactor? Not very. 9 of them, which is some, to be sure. But it's not the huge numbers I'd like to see. Basically, as many happy guests as we can get to leave, the better. It's like this guest, only happiness 74, they're leaving. That's fine, I guess, but it'd be much better if they left happier. So I should probably start running some happiness boosts like animal houses or a Japanese garden. I can afford a Japanese garden. Let's put one of those out here in the end. I don't remember how much happiness this gives, but it's not completely inconsequential. Now we're going to have to listen to that incessantly. Okay, the compost building has paid for itself. So that's good. Where am I going to want to put the next exhibit? I think I'm going to go ahead and turn a corner here and head back that way with our path, maybe. For that matter, what animal am I going to want to put in the next exhibit? Okay, what animals do I need still? A bunch of leopards, mostly. Wait, wrong button. Siberian tiger. Snow leopard. Clouded leopard. Leopard, 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 leopard. So I think Siberian tiger is the last thing I really have left that. Let's go ahead and start putting in the walls of the tiger pen, which I think we're going to do over here. Goodbye money, you will be missed. I can't remember if tigers like if the Siberian tiger likes flat terrain or hilly terrain. I suspect flat terrain, which is unfortunate because there's a few hills here, but I'm not going to immediately worry about that. We'll leave it a little bit hilly for now. So from now on, I'm going to build only using the expensive paths. Okay, guest happiness actually went down a point, which is unfortunate. Zoo benefactors has gone up to 12 though, so that's nice, I suppose. Near the end of the month, so I should stop spending so that we don't sit around with negative money forever. Yeah. Let's just double check to make sure I have all the animals we're going to need. Siberian tiger. Black leopard. Clouded leopard. And snowy leopard? Snow leopard, okay. So 3 kinds of leopard. Clouded, snow, black, and just normal leopard. And Siberian tiger. Okay, we have all the animals we need, so we definitely don't need to do any more endangered animal checks. Let's go ahead and spend a little more money on walls. Gonna want to hire another zookeeper for this, I think. Okay, no one's hungry, no one's tired, no one's angry. Guest number 15 still in the zoo somehow. They're pretty happy though. Alright, it is August, and we're still money positive. I cannot afford another zookeeper. And I definitely can't afford the animals to go in here. Let's see. We're doing Siberian tiger. Or rocky slopes near rivers and grassy areas containing prey species. So they do like hilly terrain. Good to know. Okay. We're going to need a lot of money for this. Or $1,000 a piece. So we're going to need 2,000 just for the animals alone. Okay, let's sell the 2 oldest Bengal tigers. That's straight up 1,200 by themselves. And the white Bengal tiger is a good chunk of cash too. Okay, that hopefully gets us enough to do the exhibit. Or the beginnings of the exhibit anyway. Needs not enough gray stone, not enough snow, not enough coniferous forest. Okay. Snow, gray stone. That's brutal. Too much gray stone, not enough snow, not enough forest. Not enough snow, too much forest. Too much forest. Not enough snow, not enough fresh water. It's going to cost us 10,000 for terrain modifications alone. Holy crap. Too much snow. Nope. Damn it. That was really annoying. I clicked the wrong back button and we lost all the changes I was making. Not enough forest. Okay. Not enough fresh water. Not enough snow. Too much sand. Okay, that's definitely outdated. Okay. Not enough snow. Too much coniferous forest. Yeah. Okay. Alright, looks like that's as perfect as we're going to get. It's going to cost us 8,600. Blah. Also, that exhibit suitability is kind of low, so the animal happiness can be kind of low. And I didn't buy a zookeeper. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Because I can't close this out until we have the money without losing all these changes. Okay, so we got 5 tiles of water, a 3x5 area of gray stone in the back. The rest is split between snow and... Okay. Here, you have your own private zookeeper. Now. Okay. Let's just check to make sure I actually have the ratio correct. It looks like I do. And now we wait for enough money. Which is probably going to take at least a whole month. Which is not good. Meanwhile, guest happiness continues to go down for some reason. Or at least we're making money. So what I could do at this point is fix the exhibit up a little bit and then redo the train again for like the 10th time. Now that we pretty much have it down to a science. And that would allow us to get a little bit higher exhibit suitability. Yeah. Probably the best idea. It's probably the best idea. We only need like 3,000, a little over 3,000 more though. And about half of the scenario's gone, unfortunately. Like, we are making money now. So I'm not terribly worried that we won't be able to finish the scenario or anything like that. But I am quite concerned about our money-making possibilities. About 2,200 short. Make that about 2,100 short. And then we have a whole bunch of leopard exhibits to build, which are going to be largely similar, I believe. I mean, obviously, like, the snow leopard exhibit will be different from the normal leopard exhibit. But they won't be that different. Okay, we have about 1,200 left to go. I wonder if I should try to cram in another restaurant somewhere. I don't think so, not yet. I definitely should put the next exhibit out here somewhere, though. Come on, give me some more money. We're so close. I only need about 500 more. Looks like we'll have the money for the end of the month. There we go. Now, need to give these guys an animal house. Okay, exhibit suitability is still trash. They want Chinese fur. Okay. I don't think I have Chinese fur available. That's unfortunate. Would you like a Himalayan birch? No. Actually, wait, maybe it's over here. There, Chinese fur. Okay, I do too have it. I was just looking in the wrong section again. Thought it would be in the snowy section, but it's actually... in the... Okay, so that got our suitability up a ton, which means... Technically you only need 85 suitability or some bullshit, and that is absolutely trivial to get. Place a few more trees and we'll be done with that. Yeah. Reduced food costs. Sure, whatever. I don't think that matters that much. Okay, one thing I need to check. The snowy leopard. Do you need to have caves or anything like that? I don't think it really says. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I don't think I need the cave for them. Come on. Give money. I don't remember if there's any major rewards I could be going for yet. Because if I could get another like 10k or something reward for getting a ton of happy animals or some bullshit, that would greatly improve my zoo financials. And I am all for improving zoo financials right now. Guest happiness is down to 75. Really? How much would it cost? Gem and some basic flower beds. Too much. Too much to waste on that right now. I need to waste every penny I can on what are our columns? Exhibits instead. Okay, how happy are you? That's 95% suitability already. Yeah, we'll go a little higher. Siberian tiger has given birth. Yay! That massively improves our suitability. Not suitability, attractiveness. Yeah, we could probably hit either 100 or darn close to 100. but okay, where's zookeeper number 3? Okay, he is assigned to it. Okay. '97 suitability. Happier with more rocks. That's probably our biggest suitability win we can get easily. '98. Okay, that's too many rock right there. There's no real reason to keep going past 98. Well, there's no reason to even get close to 98, let's be honest. We just need enough to meet the basic needs of the animal. And we are well past this point. Well, it's kind of a money waste, but at the same time, it's a point of pride that I have tons of 100% suitability exhibits. Speaking of which, there we are, 100%. Now we just need to start saving money again. Is there anything I can do to improve guest happiness right now? I could add a rainforest restaurant. Down here in the rainforest area. I have to move something. Don't think it's worth it. Put an animatronic theater in here somewhere, maybe. I think that makes a bit of money. Yeah. It'll take a little bit before guests realize it's there and start heading to it. Okay, everybody and their brother has come over here to see the Siberian tiger baby, which I'm okay with. We have about 1 million lions. Okay, it's actually only 5 lions, but still. Okay, what do we need yet? 2 leopards, 2 black leopards, 2 snow leopards, 2 clouded leopards. 2 jaguar. Ooh, that's more than I thought. Okay. Okay. I need more money. Let's do the jaguar next, I think, because that's the only non-leopard. They cost 1,100 each. I don't want to stick them. Because jaguars want flat terrain, right? Yeah. Remember correctly, Jaguar do want a hanging log toy, which I don't have unlocked yet. I really wish I could turn research off, but we only have 16 zoo benefactors. It's kind of a problem. Like, how much are we actually making a month? Not very much. Alright, that's a bit distressing, honestly. Cat climbing tree. Okay, that's a good one. We need that. That's for leopards. Okay, maybe the jaguar doesn't need anything then. So we should probably go ahead and start thinking about building the jaguar's pen. Where do I want the jaguar pen? I kind of don't want to drag people off this way any farther than I already am. So jaguars could probably go up here. Okay. Now. That's not actually an exhibit, to be clear. It's there strictly to keep it outside of the exhibit. Okay. And then we go ahead and put the entrance over in this corner. Maybe? I'm really... No, let's put it over here in this corner for now. We're going to need another zookeeper for this. And then... Jaguar is going to want mostly rainforest terrain. How much is this going to cost us? A lot. Unfortunately. Okay, about 4,000 looks like. But I don't want to just make the whole thing rainforest, because that's obviously not the right solution. Because I need to figure out... They want more than just rainforest. So it's going to cost us a starter cost of that much, plus 2,000 for animals. So we want probably at least 7,000 or 8,000 before we put place the first animal. All right. Well, I guess we'll just wait till we have that much money. Although we only really have about 6.5 months or so to finish this. So we've used up 2/3 of the scenario. Yeah. I need a cash injection. Kind of surprised guest happiness is continuing to go down. Weird. Anyway. Let's start placing stuff we know we're going to want in here. Okay, that goes over there. I'm going to go ahead and color in this corner. Okay. The tree they say they want is a large one, I believe. Wait, that's foxtail palm. Where is the... There. Yeah, this is a large tree. So we'll give them like one of these maybe. And then we're going to have to pick a different tree that they like. Probably mangrove, honestly. So it's a nice small tree that can fit a ton of them in. I don't remember if jaguar need a pet or not. Or not pet. No, it's leopards for... Did I miss the holiday tree? I think I did. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, we've got about $6,000. That's enough we can get the base exhibit started / finished. Okay. Zookeeper 4. You are the leopard keeper right now. Get over here and take care of them. Now, that's really low suitability. Needs more foliage, too much sand, not enough dirt, not enough rainforest, not enough fresh water. That's about what I expected. Okay. What else do we have? Would be happier with more rocks. Okay, well that's fine. You can just suck it up. Not sure how much water these guys need. Okay. At least that much. Not enough dirt. Let's scatter a bit of dirt for color around their water. I thought I got all the sand. Needs more foliage. Okay. Let's give them one kapok tree, because they say they like it. And then the rest is going to be mangrove. They don't like mangrove. They don't like rainforest ferns. They do like these things, so. And we're out of money. Come on, game, stop chugging so hard. Research programs are completed, so that'll save us some money. All right. Let's give them some large, non-dense foliage. Okay, apparently these bastards are pretty picky. Because we're up to 83 suitability and it's still showing yellow. We're almost 90 suitability and still showing yellow. What the hell? How picky can one animal be? There we go. Now it's showing up as green. Their happiness is tanked because the lowest suitability for so long. Okay. Give them a couple rainforest rocks. 95 suitability, they're gonna have to be happy with that. I need the money for other animals. Alright. Let's give them a little bit of path over there. After all, there's no point in having animals that the guests can't go see. Okay. Now, with that taken care of, we should have just the leopards left, I believe. 2 leopard, 2 black leopard, 2 snow leopard. Yep. So we've got about 5 months or so to fit in 3 leopard exhibits. Where am I going to put them? We've got plenty of room. I'm just not sure where I want to actually do it. Probably over here. Let's flatten the train here a bit. And then let me see. Yeah. No, I don't think I'm going to make those train modifications. But I think we're going to put in a T path like here somewhere. That's probably a good spot, actually. Yeah, that's a perfect spot. We'll run the path that way, and then we'll put our first pen right here in the corner. And then we'll build the other 2 beside that. And we're going to do... Oh... Not sure how large I should make it. I think we'll just do our standard 10 by 10s. I need money. Okay, how much is it going to cost to buy leopards? Clouded leopard, black leopard, and snow leopard, I believe. There's like 1,600, 1,800. Okay, leopards. Not cheap, it turns out. Snow leopards are 2,400. Holy crap. Alright, we might just get 1 each. As much... Oh wait, no, we need to adopt 2 each. Damn it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the money for this. I might have had to go much harder into guest happiness early on. Okay, let's sell a few lines. Also, we really need to buy a maintenance worker. I just noticed. Alright, what do we got? Male, female, female. Okay. So we can sell every single line except the last three. Alright. We've got 4 Bengal tigers. Two white Bengal tigers. 2 cheetahs. 4 Siberian tigers. Okay. That got us a decent amount of money. Alright. But that's definitely not enough to go purchasing any of the expensive leopards. Black leopard's the cheap one, so we'll do it first. And the black leopard is a jungle cat. Can see it already. I'm going to have to sell a bunch of shit to afford. Yeah, we'll see. Compost buildings made decent money. Most of our money's come from the restaurant, unsurprisingly. Gift shop was decent money. Animal theater is decent money. Carousel is not that great, honestly. Kind of surprised it's not pulling better cash than that. Goodbye, money. You'll be missed. So these guys like foxtail palms, which is a large... No, it's a small tree. Okay, awesome. We can do that. So I'm going to jam a bunch of those in a corner just to get ahead of things. And then here in front of the viewing area, we'll put the cat tree. Okay. And I'm broke. I need a couple thousand to finish the terrain and buy the cats. I need a better money-making strategy than I've been using the last couple. Okay, so we need 3,200 for a pair of black leopards. And we probably need almost that again to do the train modifications. There's no way we can afford 2 more exhibits before the end of the scenario. What am I doing wrong? Like, we're definitely spending a lot of money on zoo marketing, which might be a problem. Actually, it's not that... It's only like 1,000 a month, which, okay. That's just what we have set. That would have been 18k more over the whole course of the scenario, I guess. But also, it's bringing in a lot more people. Together with the relatively low admission price, the private donations is where we're really showing a shortfall. Because we only have 12 zoo benefactors, and that's bad. And the way to get more zoo benefactors is higher guest happiness, but our guest happiness has been kind of trash. Despite my, well, not best efforts, but efforts. Yeah. Have I fed anyone to lions yet? Not today. I need them to give me money instead. So we finished all the research we were doing. That's good. That's not sucking money out of us anymore. Okay. We can go ahead and buy the cats now. Okay. Needs more foliage. Not enough grass. Not enough rainforest. Happy with more rocks. Too much sand. There's nothing surprising there. Not enough grass. Not enough rainforest. Too much grass. Not enough dirt. Okay, it's going to cost 2,200 to pay for the terrain. And the suitability is 90 already. So I don't think we're going to put anything more into this. We're just going to pay the 2,200 and then we're going to start building the next exhibit. Because we are on a serious money crunch. And it's March already and the scenario ends like very soon. And to get the bare minimum exhibits we need, I might end up having to just go ahead and sell guest amenities and stuff. Sell paths. Random shit like that. We're definitely using chain link for the remainder of the exhibits. I'm not sure how many tiles a leopard needs. I could look it up. Yeah, you've got 90 suitability. You're just going to have to be happy with what you've got. At this point, sucking more people in, I'd rather have that 1,000 monies to myself. It looks like... Okay. So the next leopard is the clouded leopard, which I believe is basically the same thing as the black leopard as far as needs. Very similar, at least. Let's go ahead and flatten its exhibit. And let's go look at the cat. Okay, the clouded leopard is 1,800 to buy. We need 2 of them. They like mangroves and rainforest. Okay. Well, let's dump a whole bunch of mangroves here along the back fence. If I have money, I think we'll just barely be able to build enough exhibits before the end. And we probably won't have to go ahead and sell anything. But they won't all be the amazing, wonderful exhibits they could have been. So I'm kind of going in blind as far as foliage needs. So I'd definitely be a lot better off if I could look up the animal's space needs, for example, and then make minimum sized exhibits. That would save a ton of money. And it's not like I don't have a PDF with all that information in it laying around. It's just not open right now, and I don't feel like going to go get it right now. Okay. Rainforest floor, unfortunately, is kind of expensive. $2,500 just for those back 2 rows. It's almost the end of April already. Got just a hair over 2 months to go. And we have the most expensive of the leopards left to do. Okay, we might actually have to sell the restaurant and stuff to get the cash. Well, not the restaurant. I would leave that to last. But if I have to pause the game with the last couple days left and sell all the paths and stuff, I will. We're definitely going back to good old dirt paths for the remaining bits we have to do. And boom. Okay. Now, we want the cat climbing tree out front here for the leopard. That's 1,500 in and of itself. A lot of money. A lot of money that I don't have. Wait, didn't I assign that lazy-ass zookeeper to this? I did not. Oops. Oops. Okay, where's the other lazy-ass zookeeper I just bought? You. Oh, that's right. I can't assign you to a exhibit that doesn't have animals. Can I perhaps sell any animals? I think I already went through and sold everything that could be sold. Bengal tiger's giving birth. That's nice. Let's sell the ones except the new babies. Because I need the cash badly. Okay. Well, that gets us enough money that we can buy the cats we need. Almost. Could buy one clouded leopard. And then shortly 2 clouded leopard. Or foliage, I'd like to have a mate. Not enough grass, not enough rainforest. Okay. Now we can do the train. Okay, that gets us 88 suitability right there. It's going to cost 2,300 to finalize, and we're already halfway through May. Okay, we should be able to afford the last group of assholes, as long as I don't spend any more on this exhibit beyond what it's going to take to finalize it. Technically, if I build a minimal exhibit without any terrain modification, without any terrain type changing, buy the animals and then change the terrain type for free, aka without closing the side menu, we should be able to complete the scenario without ever actually having to finish building them a suitable exhibit. Okay, so these guys are at 88. They're obviously... I mean, that's not great, but... Let's go ahead and put in a very basic dirt path. Route for them. Okay. People can go look at the cool new leopards. Now, we're going to put the other ones on the other side here. That'll be large enough. Okay. Where's that damn unassigned zookeeper? Okay, now. We need a lot of money to buy the animals for this. They're the snowy leopard. We need 5K. I don't know if I can do that. They like Himalayan pine. Only 1 month left. Okay. And I believe they like uneven terrain as well. Ugh. Good luck being able to afford all that. So we need to keep as much as we can. Okay, you aren't doing anything for me right now. You're just costing me money. So go. I need that cash to build this exhibit. So what we can do is we can place a snow leopard. No, we can't because we don't have the cash. Damn it. Himalayan pine. Okay, it's a small tree. That's good. I'm gonna hope these little bastards don't need much foliage. We're definitely gonna have to sell these buildings to be able to make it. I don't think there's any cats I could sell yet, except I could sell a lion, I guess. A singular lion. I pay close attention to the date so I can get ready to jump on it when we're getting close to the end. Okay, we need to buy a snow leopard. I don't think the snow leopard needs the cat tree. All right. More cliffs or hills. Not enough brownstone. Not enough graystone. Not enough snow. You know what? I should have put it over here because that's cliffy and hilly. But I didn't think of it at the time. Not enough snow. More rocks. Okay, cliffs and hills part is actually probably going to be reasonably cheap. Okay. Would like a mate. Well, he's just going to have to lump it for now. Okay, that's relatively cheap. How close are we to the end? June 16. Okay, it's getting close. Not enough gray stone, not enough brown stone. Not enough snow. Too much brown, not enough gray. Too much gray, not enough brown. Too much brown, too much gray. Okay. Not enough snow. Okay, there's no way we're going to afford that. To be clear. Let's see. You are a male snow leopard. Let's throw in a female snow leopard. Okay. Now, brown, gray, snow, snow. Not enough gray stone. Okay. My suitability is still not high enough. More cliffs and hills, but I can't put in more cliffs and hills. I mean, okay, I spent a bunch of time getting it just right, and then I don't like it. Bastards. Yes, I know there's not enough funds to perform the modification. Okay, 83 suitability. Prefer more rocks. Okay, they did like that. All right, let's try getting their terrain back to the way it's supposed to be. Wait, did I assign a zookeeper to this yet? We're real close to the end. Okay, we're at 87% suitability. Damn it. Okay. I need a zookeeper in here right now. Get in here and keep these whiny little bastards happy. And then we need to get this back before it creates huge problems for us. I need to have the damn cat selected so I can see if it's going to lose me the scenario. Okay. Too much snow, not enough gray stone. All right, that gives suitability of 88. We need that happiness to rocket up or we're going to lose, though. And it is going up quickly. We've got like 5 days left to get the happiness to 90. There's not enough snow. There's too much gray stone. Watch. Okay. Get your freaking happiness up there, you piece of shit. Where'd that damn zookeeper wander off to? We're not going to make it because the animals aren't happy enough. Damn it. That is very annoying. Okay, I have a solution to this problem, though. Get your animal ass out of here. You're happy enough. Not quite. Okay. We're going to buy a new pair. Okay. It would help if I had clicked on the animal so I could see what the suitability is. Also, their happiness is only 75. But if I put the zookeeper in here, and if I move the fence behind a rock so he can't get his ass out of there, we can maybe barely keep them happy enough that, or get them happy enough. Damn it, I need to select the... I don't think it's going to work because we cut it too close. But we can try. Well, that was nice. At the 11th hour, we got 10,000 money. Boom. Okay. You have lost. What? No. How could have I? They were at 90 happiness. Oh, we didn't grab the 2 normal leopards. How'd I miss those? Damn it. We got everything. We got the 90 happiness and everything. We were just one group of animals away. Well, that was really annoying. Okay. Well, we'll have to try that one again. Not tonight, though, because it's 10:09 already. Which is like 20 minutes before we'd normally end, but also due to the way the scenarios work in this game, they're fixed length of time. So 20 minutes isn't going to get us anywhere. After all, it took us almost 3 hours to do that scenario. Anyway. So what are the other scenarios we have left? Okay, we have this one, which shouldn't be difficult if I can only manage to get enough money together to build all those exhibits. Which, for some reason, I've been having trouble making money this time around. I need to... Whatever I used to do that made me shit tons of money, I need to do more of that. I never remember money being a problem in this game. Endangered Species Zoo. I don't remember if this is actually a mainline scenario or not. But this one, we need a black leopard, black okapi, or a baby black leopard, baby black okapi, baby white Bengal tiger. That's not too hard. I don't think... I'm pretty sure this is possessed that at any time during the scenario. We don't need to have a baby at the end of the scenario. Pretty sure. Average animal happiness of 90, that's easy. You just have to have a good enough exhibit for everything. Guest happiness of 93 is going to be the trouble right here. And we need to have 12 exhibits. notably, we don't need 12 different kinds of animals. So we can make 12 minimum size lion exhibits would be good enough. Which is not a good idea, but if we get down close to the wire and we don't have 12 exhibits, we can just crank out a bunch of tiny minimum size ones and call it a day. Of course, we have the advanced exhibits and the advanced scenarios and the very advanced scenarios left. Like Burkittsville Zoo, this one was pretty easy. Inner City Zoo, this one was also easy. Average guest happiness of 85, that was a little bit annoying. 6 different animal species. We just built a couple of multi-animal exhibits, and that was that. This one I thought was going to be easy until I started running into money trouble. So I guess we just need to build smaller exhibits for this. That'd fix a lot of our trouble. If we build minimum size exhibits, when I say minimum size, I mean each animal has a given number of tiles that it needs to be happy. So you just build that times 2 and then boom, there you go. Baby animals don't take up space game-wise. So as long as we make sure we sell off any adults that we have extra. Anyway. Hello, Nick the Goat on top. Welcome here. You have arrived just as I am ending, unfortunately. Yeah. Ah, good old Windows 98. Tomorrow's Friday already. And Friday means EDF. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do it last week because of computer excitement. But, yeah. Thankfully, it isn't going to work out that way this week, or at least it darn well better not. My computer breaks a second time, I'm going to be very displeased. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday, we'll play some more Timberborn. Monday will be more Crab Champions. Tuesday and Wednesday, I believe at least one of those days will be more Opus Magnum. Probably both of them, because I haven't started the DLC yet. And we are pretty close to the end of the main game, I think. And then next Thursday, we can make another attempt at that scenario. This time, being just a little bit more careful with our money. And not forgetting one particular animal species at the end. I did all that work just to get the last exhibit ready, and then it wasn't the last exhibit after all, because I missed one when I went down through the list. Oh well. Let's see. Is anyone in the old follow list doing anything tonight? It's getting close to the weekend, so it's unlikely. It does indeed appear to be the case. Okay. Boring bastards. Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for EDF shenaniganery. And I will see you all later. Good night. And goodbye.